I'm Jenna Brown. I'm an honours student at the University of the Sunshine Coast. I'm studying the level of knowledge and awareness that the people of the Sunshine Coast have of sea turtles and how this influences their valuation and willingness to conserve sea turtles. Sea turtles are peaceful animals who have roamed the world's oceans for millions of years, travelling up to 2,600 kilometres from their nesting grounds to their feeding grounds. The coastal environment of Australia has long provided an ideal habitat for sea turtles. Queensland holds some of the most major and minor rookeries in the world, as well as important foraging habitat from Moreton Bay up to the Torres Strait. Of the 6 Australian species, loggerhead and green turtles nest on the Sunshine Coast. The loggerhead sea turtle is listed as endangered, and the green turtle is listed as vulnerable. This protection status is not surprising, considering that there have been staggering declines of up to 85% in some sea turtle populations. Around the world, there are many threats to sea turtles. One of the biggest threats is the fishing industry. Turtles will often become caught in trawlers and drown. Luckily, turtle excluder devices are used in most developed countries to give turtles a chance to escape from nets. Australia is experiencing rapid human population growth, which further threatens sea turtle health and habitat. On the Sunshine Coast, the human population doubled in the last decade, reaching approximately 300,000 people in 2011, with much of this growth happening in the coastal zone. This growth is expected to continue to over 500,000 people in the next 2 decades, with expected future negative implications for sea turtles and sea turtle habitat. Historically, turtles had natural beaches where the only bright lights came from the moon and the stars, and the only sounds came from the crash of the waves. Now, as turtles emerge from the ocean to lay their eggs in the sand dunes, they are also presented with a foreign and threatening atmosphere. Development close to the beaches shines bright lights down onto the shore, disorienting turtles. Coastal development on beaches also causes the loss of sand dune habitat. Sand dunes are vitally important for sea turtles because that's where they lay their eggs, and without that habitat there will be no nests and no new turtles. It's not only humans which have changed this environment. Turtles are also now threatened by the introduction of the fox. Foxes live along beaches and will sniff out freshly laid eggs and then usually destroy the entire nest. In response to human threats to sea turtles' health and habitat, conservation efforts are underway throughout Australia. Several studies suggest that increased public knowledge and awareness of conservation issues, including knowledge of the species itself, improves conservation outcomes. Volunteers and park rangers take people down to the beach and they work to educate and increase people's knowledge of sea turtles, as well as providing a really nice, exciting experience. The Monrepo Conservation Park supports 70% of the nesting population of loggerheads in Queensland, and it is this high-density nesting that attracts tourists. Despite evidence that increased public awareness and knowledge enhances conservation outcomes in places like Monrepo, a different approach to sea turtle conservation is being taken here. Conservation efforts usually involve volunteers, which are local to the area. These volunteers will go out and protect nests and monitor turtles coming in. Turtle Care also works to tag sea turtles and collect data. Although no information is withheld from the public, volunteers are discouraged from promoting tourism or turtle watching activities. The rationale is that nesting sea turtles are highly vulnerable to disturbance, and the nesting populations are too small for tourism. In the near future, the Sunshine Coast is likely to become a key nesting ground for sea turtles due to climate change. This, combined with the coastal population growth on the Sunshine Coast, will likely result in more human-turtle interactions. These pressures on sea turtle populations emphasise the urgency for sea turtle conservation in the region, and it is expected that conservation efforts will inevitably need to engage the public. While relationships among awareness, knowledge and conservation have been tested elsewhere, such as in Mexico and the USA, Less is known about these relationships in the context of sea turtles on the Sunshine Coast. It is this gap in the knowledge that I am trying to test, finding out what the local public of the Sunshine Coast feel about sea turtles, whether they would be willing to conserve them, and what their current level of knowledge and awareness is. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed looking at the beautiful Sunshine Coast. I hope you learned something new about turtles and the things that threaten them as a species.